Hello world, welcome to my channel. I am Sahil and today I am going to show you how to make a live search of records from the database using Bootstrap 4, PHP, MySQLi Prepared Statement and Ajax. So you can see this is the final app after complete code. So let's see a demo how it works. When I enter some text in this search input field, then it will show the matching record from the database. So let's try. So when I enter some data here, then it will look in the database and find the matching record from the database and show here. Okay, we can search using this first name and last name. So let's try to enter some last name values, like when I enter SON DON, then you can see this record is showing here. And when I enter some random text here and it will not match in the database, then here it will show no data found. Okay, so this is our app. So let's start. So first you can see I have already created a database and table, and inside this table I have inserted some values. So first we will fetch these record in the main page, then we will code for PHP and Ajax to live search. Okay, so let's minimize this and create a project folder inside htdoc. So I am creating with name search, and let's open this in a text editor. I am using Sublime Text here, so I am opening in this. Now this is our project search, and let's create a file inside this directory index.php, and I will use Bootstrap 4 for designing the and displaying the records in table format. So first write the title here, so live search using PHP and Ajax. Okay, now go to w3schools.com and open learn Bootstrap 4. Now click on get started. Now go below. Now from here you can see the CDN links of Bootstrap 4 and jQuery library. Now copy all the CDN links and paste inside the head tag of the head tag. Okay, so let's paste here. Now I will use Ajax, that's why I have included jQuery library also, and I will use Bootstrap 4 classes to design our main page. That's why I have included Bootstrap 4 library. So let's come to the body tag, and here I will first show a navbar. So go back to the Bootstrap 4, and here from here click on Bootstrap 4 navbar and go below. Now copy this code, copy and just paste here. Now go to your browser and open your project, localhost search. Okay, now this is looking fine. Now let's create our form. So inside this navbar I will create a container. I will create a container field, and inside this container I will create a row, and inside this row I will create a column md10, and I will give some background color busy light and margin top 2, and I will make this rounded for rounded corner, and also I will justify content center for centering of this column in the page. Now we will also give some color to this body tag. So here I will use Bootstrap for class bg secondary. Okay, now here come back to this column. Now first we will show a heading. So here I will use h1 tag, and inside this I will write live search using PHP MySQLi and Ajax. Okay, now here we will also give some Bootstrap class text color. For text color I will use text primary and padding 2. Now let's save this and check in the browser. Let's refresh. So you can see this is our heading. Now inside the heading we will create our form. So just below this heading we will use a HR tag for a horizontal line, and now inside this we will create a div with class name form inline. Okay, and now I will create a label for search, and also I will use some Bootstrap class font weight bold, and I will use lead and text dark. Okay, for black. Now here I will use search record. Okay, now here you can give some space here. Now below this I will create our input tag text name equal to search and id also equal to search underscore text, and we will give some Bootstrap class form control lg for big text field, and I will also use rounded 0 and border primary, and also use some placeholder search. Now let's go to the browser and refresh this. Now you can see this is our search box, and here the space is not showing, so for this we have to give some NBSP and just copy this. This is for a spacing. Now refresh this. Now you can see this is looking good. We can also give some padding to this column. So padding bottom 3. Now let's see. Now it's looking good. Now inside this search box I will again use a horizontal line, and now I will fetch all the records from the database and show in a table format. So for this I will use PHP code here first. So just enter, and so before going to fetch all the records from the database, first we need to connect our project to the database. So let's create another file. config.php. okay, now here we will create a variable con, and here I will use new MySQLi, and here we have to write the server name localhost, and here username, so my username is root and password is nothing, and here we have to write the database name, so database name is search. Now we have to check using if statement if con is connect error, then we will simply show a message with a dive function connect failed, and here we will concatenate with this connect error. okay, now save this and just close this. Now here we will require this, so we have to include this config.php file, and now we will create a statement variable, and inside this we have to use this con variable, and now we can write prepare method prepare, and inside this we will write our query. So here we can write select asterisk from the table name, so our table name is live search, and we have to execute this statement. So execute. Now we will create another variable result, and in this we will use a statement, and here we will write a method get result. Now it will get all the records that is present in the database in this variable. Now using this variable we will show records by row. So for doing this, let's create our table first. So here we have to create table, and let's give some class table hover, table light for background color, and table stripped, and here I will also use id table data. okay, now inside this we will fetch our record from the database. So here we have to create t-head first, and in th first we will show the id, and then we will show name, first name, then last name, then email, then gender. Okay, now save this, and now inside this t-head we will create t-body. Now here we will use PHP and write while row equal to result, and here we will use fetch sock method, and we will open curly braces, and now here we will use tr. Oh, we have just forget to write tr here, so just write tr here and close here also. Okay, Now inside the tr we have to use td, and here we will use PHP shorthand tag, and here we will use row and id for showing the id, and here first underscore name for first name, here last name, and here email id, email, and here gender. Okay, now we have to close this while loop, so we have to close here. So write PHP tag, and inside this we have to close it. Okay, now save this and let's go to the browser and refresh. So we have some error in config dot line number 3. So let's check line number 3, connect. Oh, we have some spelling mistake, connect. Now let's, so it's showing all the records from the database here. Now we have to, when we write something here, then it will match the record from in the database and show the matched record only. Okay, so for this we have to write the Ajax code first. So come back here, index.php, in index.php, and here we will write our script, and inside this script tag we will first write document.ready function. Now inside this function we will target our search field. So I have given an ID to this search input field. You can see ID equal to search underscore text. So by using this we will target that input field. Now here we will use key up event. Okay, now when we write something, then it will fire event that is belong to this key up event. Okay, now here we have to write function, and now we are going to create a variable search, and here we will use this keyword and dot val. We are fetching the value from the search box and store in this variable, search variable. Okay, now we will use the Ajax method. So Ajax, now here we will write URL action.php. Now first we will send this search value to this action.php. Okay, so we have just write here action.php. Now what method we will use to send? We will use post method. And what data we are sending? So we are sending query search. Okay, now we will create a success function and pass a parameter response here. Now after successfully sending the data to this action.php, then the response coming back from the server, we will show this in table data. Now we have just written in this table a tag id equal to table data. Okay, so we have set here table data dot html and pass response. Now our Ajax code is done. Now we have to create this action.php, so let's quickly create this action.php. Now first we have to include our config file, so let's include config.php. okay, now we will create a variable output and assign a null empty value. Now we will check if it set post query, and we will create a variable search equal to post query. Okay, now whatever the value that is coming from the search box, we are getting the value here by using this if statement. Okay, so and store the value in this variable, search variable. Okay, now we have to create an statement variable, and by using con variable we will use prepare method, and inside this we will write our query select asterisk from live search. Live search is our table name, where now we are using first name and last name both. So for first name we will write for first name like, and we will use a MySQL function concat, and here we will use percentage and then comma, then question mark is our placeholder, then again percentage, and we will use OR operator, and for last name we will write last name like, and this same thing, so just copy the same thing and paste here. Okay, now we have to bind the placeholder to get the value. So here we will use statement bind param, and here two values are to be bind. So here both the values are string type, so here we have to pass 2s, and here we have to pass search and search two times. Okay, now in else part we will use same statement and statement con variable and prepare method, and inside this here we will select asterisk from live search. Okay, now out of the scope of if and else statement, we will execute the statement, execute our query, and we will create one more variable result equal to a statement, and here we will use get result method to get all the result. Now here again we will use if result, and here we will check num rows greater than 0. If more than one or one record is found, then we will execute this if statement and show the match record in the main page. Okay, so for this we have to use this output statement here, and let's do it. Now let's copy the same thing from here. So t head from here to here, just copy the same thing and paste here. Okay, now just give the semicolon here. Now again we will from here we can also start the t body. So t body, write a t body here. Now inside this we will use while loop, while row equal to result, and we will use fetch a sock here. Now again we will use the same output variable output, and now we will concatenate because we are using second time. So here we will use tr, and let's write from here and tr, close the tr. Now inside here we have to pass these, so just copy from here and paste, and we have to just delete these PHP closing and opening. So go to here, go here, and just delete. Okay, now we have to do one more thing. Here we have to also concatenate this using okay, now this is looking good. Now here the tr closing tag, and let's here, and now we will use output variable one more time, just concatenate it, and here we will close the t body. So t body, close this t body here, and now here outside this while statement we will echo our variable output. Okay, and if this will not execute, if any of the record is not matched in the database, then we will also use a else statement here. So for this we have to go here, and here we have to write else and echo, and here we will use h3 no records found. Okay, h3 h3. Now this is done. Now let's check this, save and come back here, refresh this. Now let's try to write something, Gale. So this is working fine, and let's check to find with last name. So let's write something here, Goldi, Goldie, this, that is the first name, and Humphreys, you can see Humphreys. This is searching very well, and if we write some random data, then you can see no record found. Okay, so this is working fine, guys. So thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, then hit on like button and please subscribe my channel.